Once you've done your background information on websites, it's time for you to start doing some serious research. And the best place to do your serious research would be to use the Downers Grove Public Library databases. And you want to use databases because these databases, these paid databases, have credible and reliable information. And as you can see here, I have included several that would be a good place for you to start your research. So, how do you access the Downers Grove Public Library webpage? The best way to do it is to click on the LRC homepage at O'Neill. If you look over on the side, it says Downers Grove Public Library website. Just click on that. Once you're on this page where it says research, that's where we want to go. At this point, you're going to see a huge list of databases. They have, at last time I counted, over 80 databases, which is why I gave you this little list of where you should start first. I like student resources in context, so that's the one I'm going to show you. If you know the name of your database, all you have to do is find it in the alphabetical listing here. I know it's students, so I'm going to click on S, and then here it is, Student Research Center. Student resources in context. So this is the one I prefer, so I'm going to click on this one. At this point, you're going to have to enter the number that your teacher has given you, or you can enter your own library card number. Once you have logged in with that number, you are going to enter into the database. Now, you're going to need to log in with a number for any of the databases you get into. This is Student Resources in Context. At this point, I'm going to start searching for my topic. As I'm always talking about, make sure you have your search terms ready to go. Because as we've talked before, just having one search term is not going to necessarily throw the wide net that you need to gather your resources. So I have 5 different possible search terms that I have ready to go and ready to try. So the first I'm going to try is solar flares. So I'm just going to go ahead and click right up here, solar flares. It already comes up. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Now, in this particular database, it shows you over on this side, on the left-hand side, all the different formats that it's drawing information from. So it's coming from 6 reference sources, 209 magazines, academic journals, newspapers, 231. I'm going to go ahead and start with reference. I'm going to click on reference, and then it tells me very quickly the date that that information came out, where it's coming from. This one is the Gale Encyclopedia of Science. And then you may be wondering, what do these little notations over here mean? Why do we have certain things in boxes in red? What this is telling us right here, in red, as you can see, content level is advanced. If I hover over this square, it's intermediate. So if you pick on a red one, it's going to have really high vocabulary. It's going to be written in such a way that it's going to be more academic. So that's probably something you might want to stay away from because it might be a little hard for you to understand. So let's say I want to go right here. Solar flares cause northern lights to be extra vibrant. And this is telling me that it's NBC Nightly News. It's a transcript. So this was actually someone speaking on NBC Nightly News, and it's a transcript. And if you look over here, it's telling you that that's happened for several of these. Okay, so really the topic overview, these may be the only 2 that you want to use here because these are really the topic overview. Now let's see if I want to use another one of my search terms, the Carrington event. Let's see if that comes up. It's not coming up, so let's go ahead and hit return and see what we get. So this is what I get back for Carrington event. Now if I look at this first one, it says Carrington Real Estate Services presents, no, not what I'm looking for. If I look over on the side, I see there are a whole bunch of news well, 14, and then 2 magazines. So I'm just going to scroll down and see what the magazines have. Okay, beware the super flare. Ooh, that could be another word I could end up putting on my search terms list as well. So I'm going to have to remember that one as a possible search term. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on this particular article. And if I scroll down, I'm going to see first it says abstract. An abstract is simply a summary of the article. But if I go down farther, wait a second, where's the article? I did not check in a box. If I did an advanced search, it would say, do I want this to be full text? And if I had said I want it to be full text, then this shouldn't have come up because there's no full text here. However, interestingly enough, there is a link here that's telling me I can go to this particular website, which has it online. It's Discovery Magazine. Here's the difference, though, from when you are citing with your web page. If you scroll down here, you will see it says source citation. All I have to do with the database is simply copy and paste this information into your works cited page, your bibliography. Let me take a look at this. I'm going to go ahead and click on this. Oh, sure enough, it takes me to discovery.com, and there's the article. It's from the March 2013 issue, and I can go ahead and scroll down and read this. But like I said, if you were just to come across this on your own when you're doing your web search, you would have to figure out how to cite the article. Okay? The nice thing about going through the databases is it already does that for you. Now let's go back and check out that other article that came up. Severe space weather warning. Okay. Ooh, creating disturbances that could take out the power grid. That's very interesting to me. That's what I want to learn about solar flares. So, this looks like more like an actual article. And once again, beautifully ready for me right here is all I have to do is copy and paste that source citation into your web page. So as you can see, there are huge advantages to using the database when it comes to citation, as well as finding credible and reliable information for your topic of research.